Number 3! This is what I was talking about. Weekly Tube Show is hilarious.
And
That's
Weekly
fact.
Tube Show is hilarious when it's Dragon Ball Z.
When it's Dragon Ball Z, because this is the stuff I quoted Weekly Tube Show all the time throughout high school. This was a return to form for the videos I enjoyed. Like, you know, Piccolo lays a beating, stuff like that.
I was going to say this reminded me a lot of that kind of thing that you get with Piccolo's horse.
Piccolo's horse was really good.
I mean, and this is a really good callback to the idea that you have one character who is the straight man, and you have your one character who is not. And in this, your one character is not is multiple characters, and it's one person just really just trying to hammer in that one person really isn't doing it well. This style worked great with this episode. It was very short, but it worked out, so it was okay.
That's all you need. Another note to take from this contest: length doesn't make it better.
13 and 15
minute long episodes.
Doesn't work, guys.
Like, seriously, nobody can carry that time limit. This is what it needs to be. Succinct, you can get out more episodes consistently, and I feel that if people take a note from this, like, seriously, everybody should watch this and get something from it. The characters are great, delivery, pacing, the footage is, all of it's great. It is one of the best videos in the contest, one of the best videos we've seen in 2011. I love it. It's still one of my favorites. So for that Weekly Tube Show, you get third pick from the graphic novels.
And 5 Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Number 2! Take it away, man.
Alright, so we have this little quote that we have to bring up for this entry, which is Rooster Bad Guys, Dad Tucks,
Which stands for
Dungeons and Dragons, the Ultimate Champion Series.
That's hilarious already. Like,
It's a 12-minute long parody, which we said nobody should do for Dungeons and Dragons, the animated cartoon. It's written by one of our close friends, Joel, who you may have ever seen on any one of our websites. He's written episodes for Pokemon the Abridged series by Master WGS, and it's one of those weird videos where we were in it and we didn't have any say on what was going on in it.
Like, all we contributed, this is where I know a lot of people were sketchy about this, all we contributed was our voices. He wrote the entire thing. I wasn't even there for the recording session when you guys were all sitting around and recording it.
Well, even then, we only recorded it in one day, and it took about 20 minutes for all of us.
That's
so
the way to go.
The thing is that the whole episode was edited together and scripted and written by Joel, or Rooster Bad Guy, who made this video, and it is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
I think what it does so well, I mean, I didn't think it was super amazing, but I think the reason that everybody had it on their list is why it got this spot, because even if it wasn't like the best at something for me, it still was really funny and it was really good. I think the time really hurt it a lot, like it dragged at some parts.
But see, I don't feel like it ever dragged. That's the one thing that I thought was really good about it, is even though it was a long video, the whole time you were laughing. And
that's true.
The other thing is it has the pacing of Dungeons and Dragons, the tabletop game. So anyone who's ever played Dungeons and Dragons, or ever seen Dungeons and Dragons parodies, can see where this is a really good idea, and it worked really well. I mean, and it's one of those things that, yeah, I do know Joel personally, but at the same time, this was written very well, and it was one of the best videos in the contest, hands down.
I really think that Dad Tucks just managed to impress everybody. Like, I mean, even at the convention, you got people that saw it, people were busting up, and we got Dad Tucks that just blew a lot of people away when it came out of nowhere. And it was his first like real video scripting alone.
It was his first video scripting alone that wasn't a troll video for Pokemon Abridged.
And I think for what it was superb. I think other videos did a better job, but it really stood out in everybody's list that it was somewhere.
But I think we do have to bring up a little quote from our friend Kaiser Neko.
He says, "Though I'll be honest, I found Dad Tucks to be funnier than Mega Man Abridged 6. But god damn it, it's nearly winning the contest when it wasn't that good."
I don't think that that's fair.
That's not fair.
It's not fair.
He must be biased.
Must be biased.
Number 1!
The winner.
The winner.
The winner.
Of the contest.
Of the contest.
Abridged contest. 2011.
XXI.
MMXI.
IX34.
The winner.
The winner.
The winner.
The winner.
Of
Abridged Contest 2011.
Gundam Red Studios
Episode 16.
for their Mobile Suit Gundam Abridged. All right.
Okay.
These guys.
So these guys also made a plus 10-minute episode.
Which I feel like, you know, when I say that people can't carry time limits, these are the only people that I feel that can carry a time limit like that. Because they just have that, they have that pacing down. They know what they're doing. They have characters. They have interactions, and that's the most important thing when you're scripting. When you're scripting people, is you have characters. They can just throw them in a room and they'll write themselves.
Where they had 2 episodes, episodes 15 and 16. 15 felt like you had to watch the whole series to get it.
You did.
And one of the stipulations that we said was it had to be a standalone episode that we counted. So even though 15 was good, I don't think anyone really thought it was better than 16, which is just a better standalone episode. While it did have callbacks to the older episodes, it still did a really good job by itself, and by and large, it just did a bunch of great jokes.
It really did. Like, I thought the character of Makuve was very fun. I love what they're doing with Cassilia. Ramba Rawl and Wardle's performance is top notch. Every scene with Bright just worked fantastically.
And the first scene of the episode was just one of the funniest things they've done.
Oh
so
yeah,
far.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I feel that even though like I had this at 2nd place, Kaiser had it at 4th, you had it at 3rd, and Sam the Greek had it at 4th. So all that together, even though it wasn't 1st place for anybody, it was placing up there in the top 4 for everyone. And I feel that that deserves some merit, that, you know,
that you can bring people together to agree that this was a good episode.
And even though it's something that you might need to watch it, like watch the whole series to get a few bits of, being fans of it, you know, like I'd recommend anybody to go watch the entire series to get to this point. It is great. It's an absolutely stunning entry, and you guys really just pulled it off. You have amazing chemistry, and I think every judge agrees that you had one of the top entries.
And that being said, you win $50.
$50!
$50!
Woo!
They also win a book. And another book.
No, they win one book.
They win 2 books because
they get their choice of one set of books.
One set of books. You get 2 books total, but 1 set. You can't get number 1 for 2 things though. So you can pick Fooly Cooly, Gwyn Saga, Trigun, or Scott Pilgrim. So send us that and how to get a hold of you, or how to
we will contact you, Shaz, regarding your prize. And thanks to everyone who entered. It was really fun. I'm sorry it took so long.
But blame Sam and Kaiser.
Everybody
and flood their channels with "We hate you. You took so long. So long. So long.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.